Welcome, dear friends, to Moonlit Tales, the channel where dreams unfold and gentle stories guide you into a world of peace and imagination. Tonight, we invite you to relax, breathe deeply, and let the worries of your day fade away. Together, we will step into the soft glow of candlelight, where fairy tales are alive, and every word carries a touch of magic. So, settle into a cozy spot, let your eyes grow heavy, and join me as we begin one of the most beloved stories ever told. The Tale of Beauty and the Beast. Once upon a time, in a distant land touched by seasons of endless beauty, there lived a wealthy merchant. His ships traveled the oceans, carrying silks, jewels, and spices. His grand house was filled with treasures from faraway kingdoms, and his children lived in comfort. Among them was his youngest daughter, known to all simply as Beauty. Unlike her sisters, who delighted in fine gowns and mirrors of silver, Beauty found joy in simple things. She loved to read by the fire, to listen to the songs of birds at dawn, and to dream of worlds beyond the horizon. Her kindness was like a gentle flame that warmed every soul she met. But life, as it often does, shifted like the tides. A storm rose at sea, destroying the merchant's fleet. In a single season, riches turned to ruin. The family was forced to leave their grand home and move to a humble cottage in the countryside. While her sisters complained bitterly, Beauty accepted their fate with grace. She rose early each morning to tend the garden, gather firewood, and cook simple meals. Though her hands grew rough from work, her heart remained soft and filled with light. Imagine, dear listener, the cottage where Beauty lived. Its walls of stone warmed by the glow of a hearth, ivy curling along its roof, and a small window where sunlight streamed in at dawn. In this quiet place, the merchant's family learned a new life. The seasons passed gently. Winter's snow wrapped the earth in silver silence. Spring brought blossoms that opened like shy smiles. In summer, golden fields waved under the sun, and autumn painted the trees with fire. Through it all, Beauty remained.
The path led him through a dark forest where snow fell thick and the night grew colder. At last he stumbled upon a castle hidden among the trees. Though strange, the gates opened as if inviting him. Inside he discovered halls lit with golden lamps, tables heavy with food, and a fire roaring in the hearth. The merchant, weary and hungry, accepted this silent hospitality. Yet when he prepared to leave, he saw a garden blooming even in winter. Roses of crimson glistened with frost. Remembering Beauty's request, he plucked a single rose. In that moment, the silence broke. A terrible figure emerged from the shadows. A beast, tall as a tower, with eyes that burned like embers and a voice that shook the air. "You dare steal from me," the beast roared. "You take what is mine, and for this you must pay." The merchant fell to his knees, trembling. He begged for mercy, explaining the rose was for his daughter. The beast paused, then spoke again, softer but no less commanding. "If she values this rose so dearly, then let her come here willingly in your place. If not, you will remain here forever." The merchant returned home with heavy sorrow. When he told his family what had happened, his daughters wept. But Beauty, calm as ever, stepped forward. "Father," she said gently, "you kept your promise to me. Now I will keep ours to the beast. Let me go in your place." And so she journeyed to the castle. The beast awaited her, his presence fearsome yet strangely lonely. To Beauty's surprise, he did not harm her. Instead, he offered her chambers filled with books, gowns, and music. Though his voice was harsh, his actions revealed kindness. Each evening, they dined together. At first, Beauty trembled in his presence, answering in whispers. But as days became weeks, she began to see beyond his terrifying form. He listened to her stories, asked her about her dreams, and showed her hidden gardens glowing with moonlight. Still, every night ended the same. The beast would look into her eyes and ask, "Beauty, will you marry me?" And every night, with sadness, she replied, "No, beast, I cannot." Time in the castle passed like a dream. Beauty explored endless corridors, each hall filled with wonders. Enchanted mirrors that whispered visions of faraway places, libraries where books opened themselves to her hands, and gardens where flowers bloomed in colors unknown to the world. The beast was always near, watching with eyes that held both sorrow and hope. Though his appearance was frightening, his heart was gentle. He gave her freedom. Her family rejoiced to see her, but her sisters grew envious of the fine gown she wore and the glow of happiness in her eyes. They schemed to delay her return, hoping she might anger the beast and lose his gifts. But on the seventh night, Beauty's heart grew heavy. She remembered his kindness, his lonely eyes, his quiet hope. In her dreams, she saw him lying in the garden, dying of sorrow. With a cry, she rushed back to the castle. There, she found him, weak and fading. She fell to her knees beside him, tears streaming down her cheeks. "Beast," she whispered, "do not leave me. You are more than a friend, more than a guardian. I see now the truth of your heart. I love you, and yes, I will marry you." At her words, the air shimmered. Light poured over the beast, breaking the spell. Before her eyes, he transformed into a prince, handsome and noble, yet with the same eyes that had looked at her with kindness. The curse was lifted. The castle bloomed with life, the halls filled with joy. Beauty and the prince were wed, not for riches or power, but for love that had grown patiently, heart to heart. And so, dear listener, Their tale reminds us that true beauty lies not in appearances, but in kindness, loyalty, and love that endures through hardship. Now, as the stars glimmer above you, may this story bring peace to your heart and dreams of enchanted gardens and gentle roses. Thank you for joining us tonight at Moonlit Tales. Sleep well, dream sweetly, and until we meet again, good night.